In this video, I'm going to break down how much Etsy fees are. There's a common myth that it's 5%. You might hear that number bandied about. Yeah, Etsy fees are about 5%. Well, that's an old number. And for years it was 5% plus, plus, plus. And I'll get into the pluses in just a second. But right now, Etsy is 6.5%. That's what you'll see if you Google it. But there's way more to this than meets the eye. And I'm going to break it down in this video. So if you have an Etsy store, or if you're thinking of starting up an Etsy store, pay attention to these fees. The first fee out of the gates is a startup fee of $25 US. That'll go on a credit card, and that's just to start your shop. You haven't sold anything yet at this point. In fact, you haven't even listed anything yet. After that, every time you list something, you're going to pay 20 cents US each time you list. So the first time you list, you're going to pay 20 cents. If you make a sale, you're going to pay another 20 cents. Each time that listing gets renewed, you're going to pay 20 cents. In addition, when you do make the sale, Etsy will take that 6.5% transaction fee. That goes right into Etsy's pocket. In addition to the Etsy fee of 6.5%, there's a payment fee. And this payment fee is like a PayPal fee. It's 3% plus 1/4 of $1 US. Now I'm saying it's like a PayPal fee, but it could be Stripe, it could be whatever credit card they're using. So whatever the client is paying, Etsy is taking that, routing it through its payment processing plant, and they're going to charge you 3% plus 1/4. Now that quarter can add up over time. Don't just think it's 3%. Yes, on a $10 sale, the quarter might be insignificant, but if you're selling things for $1.50 on Etsy, that 1/4 of $1 really can add up from a percentage perspective. And I'm going to show you what that looks like, especially if you're selling lower priced digital designs. You want to make sure to check your Etsy analytics. And I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. Okay, when you first get onto Etsy and you're logged in under your seller account, you're going to want to go over here to the right-hand side on the top and go under Shop Manager. When you get into Shop Manager, on the left-hand side, you're going to see a big menu. And what you want to do is scroll on down under Finances. So I'm going to extrapolate that menu, and I'm going to see there's monthly statements. I'm going to click on that. From here, we can see the monthly activity. So this is a client shop of mine. I'm going to go back a couple months. We can see here in August, sales were $210. And look at the fees, $52. That's almost 1/4 of the total. So it's sure a heck of a lot more than 6.5%. Let's see if that was an anomaly. We'll go to September, and we'll see September sales were $178. The fees were $44. Again, a significant portion, way more than 6.5%. October was $324. Look at the fees, $81. Again, that's very close to about 25%. Now, I do want to point out there's a little marketing piece down here, and you might be thinking, oh, he's paying money for ads, and that's absolutely not true. So sometimes Etsy will offer up marketing services, and they'll charge you for them. So what they'll do is they'll promote the listing off-site, and if it renders a sale, then they'll take a cut. So you need to weigh the pros and the cons of selling on Etsy, because my client here is paying a god-awful amount of fees every month, about $80 off of $324. That's about 25%. But on the flip side, they're making sales on Etsy because of the huge traffic that Etsy brings in every month. It's like working in Times Square. So you can't really complain too much about the rent when you're working in one of the most popular marketplaces on earth. Now let's break this down a little bit more here. So in October, the total sales was $324, and my fees here that we can see is $81. So you'll see there's the listing fees. So that is typically going to grow over time, especially if you're a new shop like this shop is. This shop is listing new products all the time. So these are either renewed listings or making a sale, another 20 cents gets charged. The transaction fees, this is the 6.5%. So we can see here off of $324 in sales, 6.5% is about $21 here. Now you may notice on your dashboard that it's listed in your local currency. So you'll need to pay attention to the percentages. They might be off a couple percentage points based on what currency you're using. These are the processing fees. This is 3% plus the 25 cents, or 4% plus 25 cents for international orders. So pay attention to that too, because if you're selling globally like my client is, this is not a 3% processing fee. It can be up to 4%. And then this is some weird miscellaneous fee, regulatory operating fee that they don't really mention, but this is a 1.15% of the order total. You can learn more by clicking on the little button there. So taxes are mostly in and out. Depending on your country, you might be forced to charge taxes and then Etsy just remits them on your behalf. So I'm certainly not rendering a judgment on Etsy. I'm not saying it's worth it. I'm not saying it's not worth it. You have to use your judgment to weigh the pros and the cons of listing on your own website where you should be struggling for traffic, especially if you're early on in the game, or selling on Etsy, knowing you're going to get way more traffic, but you'll be paying way more fees. There's the old saying, you get what you pay for. If you're a newer business, you definitely want to be, at least have Etsy in some way, shape, and form in your business to try to get eyeballs on your products. And then long-term, try to funnel that business to your website where you don't have to pay Etsy fees. So you want to use them in tandem, Etsy and your own website, in a long-term strategy. I hope you found this helpful. Etsy is one of the leading marketplaces in the world for digital downloads and print on demand and handmade goods. Here's another video where you can have some fun with Etsy.